How's it going? So I'm messing with this small layout. Putting on some paper mache here and filling some stuff up to that way I can get it ready to paint. So once I get it ready to paint, then it'll be good to go. So that's kind of what I'm doing with it. I'll check the messages here in a second. I can't quite see them with the glare there, but so this paper mache that I'm using, I'm filling some of the gaps here on the foam, and like I said, once it dries I'll be able to paint it all up, but I want to give it a little more texture. So this stuff's, it dries pretty good. I'm just filling, like I said, the gaps. Let's see if I can, I don't know if it's possible to watch my own live. Is it? I guess I'll find out here in a second. Yeah, I don't think I can pull it up. I tried, but anyway, just so you guys know, this is kind of what I'm doing here. I'm just using this to fill in the gaps, and then I'll come back and I'll paint it up, and it'll look pretty cool when I'm done. But hope everybody's having a good Saturday. We had snow this morning, last night through this morning, and hell, it's already all melted off. So that's what went to Colorado Springs today. Was gonna go to a train swap meet, and they ended up canceling it because of the weather. So we ended up coming back to Denver, and me and a buddy of mine went to N-Scale Supply, a train shop, and we went and checked it out and picked up a couple of Railbox, Walther's High Cube Railbox cars. I'll show them to you here in a minute. But yeah, see if I can remove this mountain. See if I can read that. Read some of those. Well, it can be whatever you want, man. Potato salad, whatever. It looks kind of funny. Like I said, I'm just filling up some of the gaps here. And like I said, when it dries, it'll have kind of a rock texture. And I'll be able to paint it. And whatever doesn't look right, I can knock it back off, sand it down, whatever I gotta do to get it out. Said I'm trying to read your comments. You like the shirt? You know, I picked this shirt up at North Platte at the tower, the Golden Spike Tower. Has anybody ever been there? is what it's called. Yeah, the Golden Spike Tower. You can basically go up there and look at all the Union Pacific history and check out the trains in the Bailey Yard. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool store. So I put in expanding foam here from a can, and that's what I'm trying to fill up is some of the gaps here. So I just thought I'd show you guys kind of what I was doing with it. I still got to mix up some more, but see if I can turn this camera. What am I using? Let me turn this thing. Flip camera. So what I was using is just paper mache, and I just mix it with water, and I filled all the gaps here on this old layout that was broken up. So when this dries, it'll dry and it'll look like rock texture. Nala baby, how you guys doing? I saw you guys earlier. So paper mache works really well for filling the gaps and stuff. If you want to build a rock texture type model railroad sites too. He's got a heck of a model railroad going on in his basement. So this is that foam, and I've already painted some of the grays, and I'm gonna come back and fill in, like I said, with more of that paper mache. I'm just getting started. Here's the mountain. I got it painted up for now, and then I'll come back and paint some more. But I was talking about this piece here. I'll put the I forget what it's called. Drawing a blank, but it's basically a plaster cloth. You can buy it like Hobby Lobby, Walmart. You take the plaster cloth, and that's how I did this mountain. And then I put the paper mache and plaster on it to seal up. But that's the mountain that I'm working on. Thank you for the roses. Appreciate it. That's the water that I'm working on. So from here, the water looks pretty cool. But I'm gonna have to add probably another 1/8 of an inch there for top to get it up to the very top before I start putting the outer edge on it. But like I said, this one's going to my grandson, and then I'm probably going to build another 4x4 for my other grandson, so it'll keep me busy. And here's the top to the mountain. That's Bonnie, my Dachshund wiener dog. She likes to lay there. I don't know why, but so here's the mountain top. Sorry, I'm turning so much here, but it fits in. I cut it out to where it's removable, and it sets right here on the top, so it fits just like that for the tunnel. And eventually I'll put the tunnel portals in here and cover all this up too. Yeah, the grandkid is gonna love it. He already loves the trains. Like I said, that mountaintop, that's what it'll look like. The tunnel portals are gonna be tough, but I'll be able to do something with them. I'll figure it out. The big layout here, I don't have it on, but I will here in a minute. I've been picking up some rail boxes. All of a sudden I just wanted to collect some, so I picked these 5 up. That's an older Athearn. And then Walters just came out with a run of the high cubes, so I picked up 3 of them, these T-boxes. Picked up 3 of those today. HO scale. My wife is starting to do N-gauge. So But also picked up, I believe it was these two UP cars, Missouri Pacific, high cubes, 60 foot. And I already had a few of these, as you can see, a mixture of different roads. But I seem to like the high cube. Z gauge is too small, and I'm a big guy, so. Costa Rica. Saludos a ustedes también. Yeah, the high cubes are nice. Walthers just came out with a run, so you ought to be able to get on walthers.com and probably order some. The older ones are just your regular 40-foot rail boxes. Those are the maybe a couple runs ago, but I'm not sure. But I know that this Athearn's a different type of yellow, and it's an older run. Nah, I don't stick to anything. I got 80s, 70s, 90s, 50s. I collect everything. I don't know. I just collect all kinds of stuff. I think that's what makes it fun, is if you can have different eras. A lot of guys stick to one era. I'd rather just enjoy it. So as you can see, there's different eras in here, even on the engines. If you look at these locomotives, you know, Dash 9s, DD40X, Southern Pacific. Thank you for sharing the live video. I appreciate that. These are older blue box right here. The Dash 9 is probably, I bet that engine there, that UP, is about 10 years old. Southern Pacific, Western Pacific, Wabash, Burlington, CB&Q. Let's see. Like I said, the eras don't matter to me. As long as I like it, I'll enjoy it. Here's a few more. The old Pepsi can Amtrak. Do I have any tractor trailers or tractors, like tractor loads right there? I built all those loads. I do scrap loads, pipe loads. I use straws. I use all kinds of stuff. I try everything. Here's the rest of the engines in another cabinet here. Milwaukee Road, NS, Rio Grande, Santa Fe. Yeah, the loft layout, I don't really get rid of too much stuff. I keep a lot of stuff. I'll tell you what, I ran into this one. This one's a weird one. Somebody built this. Somebody fabricated that. I got to get stanchions for it. It's a B unit. It's part of a 50. It looks like a 50 and a 38 or a 40. I'm not sure. But somebody built that weird Rio Grande. Somebody fantasized with it and just came up with it, but I got to get stanchions for it. Yeah, I like Rio Grande and I like UP. There for a while I didn't like the Rio Grande, if you want the truth. I worked for Union Pacific, and when I went to work here in Denver, the Rio Grande guys were still here and they weren't very nice to us. So I kind of stayed away from the Rio Grande. But now it's like it doesn't matter. I kind of let that go. Coal loads. I make all the coal loads. So I got plenty of coal cars. I've even got another bunch of coal cars here that are Union Pacific aluminum. Coors box cars, old, probably 40s and 50s. The tie loads, I build tie loads. I sell all this stuff too on the loads and stuff on Big Boys Train Toys on Facebook, Instagram. You just got to message me. I got so much rolling stock, I can't keep it all on the layout. Got those 86-foot Wabash box cars. And I've got some more 86-footers right here. I've got a lot of auto racks. That one there was painted by Rick Dakota Kempf. You'll find him on Facebook. He does custom painting. Old school tankers. Just everything. Those are scrap loads that I've made. All the scrap loads are for sale. I just haven't been posting anything lately. Been kind of busy with graduations. Cranes. And then old school Tycos. And then my Christmas trains put away up there till Christmas. But yeah, I just dabble in a lot of different eras. Rio Grande right here. They're F9s, A and Bs, and these are the Zephyr cars. These Zephyr cars belong to my wife and I. She had a lot to do with purchasing these cars. I'm selling some rolling stock eventually when I go through it. But as far as locomotives, I don't ever get rid of locomotives. It's hard to find them, let alone sell them. And these are a bunch of locomotives that are on the layout. And then the other locomotives are here. The big boy. That's one. There's two in the back. There's one in the front there. And there's a turbine GS4 U50 Santa Fe 280, I believe there, or 460, I'm not sure there. And then here's some more engines. Collection of Faro Sur, Union Pacific, Conrail. So I got an Army tank sitting right there. And then I've got another Army train that I've been putting together, and I've been messing with some Johnny Lightning tanks right there. So that's part of my Army train, and then there's my UFO. That's just stuff that I've found and I put together. I don't run that Army train very often. I need to. Got a detector car there, the old Bachmann. It's DCC. I converted it. I picked up a Woodland Scenics cleaning kit today. It's got the handle that you can put the cleaning pads on and run it down the track. So I picked that up today. Well, the train that I'm selling, it's rolling stock, and I got to go through the boxes. I'll post something on TikTok as far as the stuff that I'm getting rid of. A lot of it's just rolling stock. Tropicana cars I collect. This is my turntable, 130 foot. Thanks for the likes, I appreciate it. This is my coaling tower. It came from Benny BJ Johnson. Benny Johnson 13. I need him to do some lives with me. That other building came from Benny Johnson. Good buddy of mine. My brother from another mother is what I call him. But this is the 3-bay roundhouse. Then that building came from Benny Johnson. FedEx back here came from Menards. And yeah, I use Hot Wheels, Johnny Lightning, Green Light. I'm not real particular on all HO because HO is expensive. I think Nala Baby, we've talked about how expensive things are. Tropicana cars are expensive. Sometimes you can find them pretty cheap though. That's my 30-pound rock. You know I'm kidding, right? That's a piece of foam I found. You know what's funny is that piece of foam, a train hit it, and I'm a track inspector. And I seen the foam laying in the middle of the track, and I said, you know, I'm just gonna grab that, throw it in my pickup, bring it home, and I decorated it a little bit with some scenery. Took them old steps, Benny gave me an idea, and I put that tower in there. That tower was off Amazon for like $5. So I put the little flag. My wife printed me off the flags off the computer, and I put the flagpole there, and that's the lookout tower. And this is Tropicana Farms. That's the Brady Bunch station wagon right there. Tropicana Farms, 2 Walters buildings. I made that little dock out of some scrap wood that I had. So this is the back part. I've got an industry back here, and it's funny, I haven't been back to this part of the layout in probably 3 months. I just have not come back here and ran anything because it's such a big layout that it's hard to run stuff. Here's the back side. I gotta squeeze through here. There's a Cotton Belt, Southern Pacific A and B units inside that building. Union Pacific F7s. That water tower I picked up at a yard sale for like $3. It's made out of wood. Some guy built it and I bought it. Said, hell, I gotta have that. This here takes me back across. So you see these rocks in here? Those are chunks of plaster, leftover plaster that dried out too quick. So I chunked it up and I used it in here. And then I painted it. And then put all the scenery, of course, afterwards. I've got bears in here. Looks like that bear fell over. They're just sitting in here. So you see the bears in there. There's a whole family. There's one of them. He's waving at you. There's a depot there. It's a kit, an old kit. The 2 tunnels. This is the ranch, and I'll turn it on here in a minute. I'm just walking around showing it because I figured I'd show it. There's a little service station here. These I found at Target. They actually have lights in them, and they have a battery in them. The tow truck I found at Hobby Lobby. Thank you for the roses. And then these people are watching trains. That van is from, what is that movie? I can't think of it now. Man, I keep drawing a blank. I don't know if it's just I'm getting old or what. Anchorman. That's the van from Anchorman. Got the old school cars at Kentucky Fried Chicken. They're out getting some chicken. No, the trains aren't running yet. Those aliens stopped in for some chicken there. And there's these guys here working the ethanol plant here. The Tesla truck, it made it from the dock about 20 feet, and it's recharging. Kentucky boy. I missed a couple. So there's the tower for this yard. Totally different yard over here. That's my version of the Holchers right there. I've had that for probably 10 or 12 years. Finally got to use it on this layout. I like some of this Johnny Lightning stuff like this here. I think things are getting a little dusty, and I like collecting VWs. Ice cream trucks. I don't know, I'm getting to where I collect all kinds of shit anymore. How many feet of track? Oh, there's probably 60, let's see, 60, 120, probably 200 feet of track in here, but then that's not counting the double main, because there's a double main that goes all the way around this thing, makes a loop. and that's not counting what goes on the second main that goes inside there. So I think it's 60 feet for a mile in HO scale, I think is what I read. So I probably got 3 or 4 miles of track in here, and as far as the scale wise. I've been working on this for 4.5, almost 5 years. There's the van from Chainsaw Massacre. And here's another one of those, see them little ambulances? Sorry. They got lights in them. Can't really see them too well. There's cop cars here that have lights too. There's some horseback riding going on right here. Right there. Little pond in here. Horseback riders. There's another one somewhere. I don't know where she went. There's 2, 1, 2, 3 right there. 1, 2, third one's there. Little gas station. And then there's a little gazebo. Eventually I'm going to put a band in there and put some music to it. There's a taco wagon right there. Thanks for the likes. Very much appreciated. Michael Noonan, how's it going? There's a little farmer's market. There's a dog taking a pee right there on the hydrant right there, if you see him right by the flagpole. So the little duck Hot Wheels are because my grandkids like to hide that stuff and they like looking for that stuff, so I just leave it on the layout. This is the part of the town. All these buildings came from a gentleman that had passed away about 5 years ago, and I purchased all the buildings at an estate sale. A little schoolhouse. That little kid, I keep forgetting about him. He keeps hitting his head on the wall there. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe his girlfriend broke up with him. There's Keeling Laundry. Kind of cool. Well, it's cool. It's cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. But Nala Baby and them have a really cool layout too that they're working on. I like all their dioramas. I might have to get a hold of her to make me a diorama for the Dukes of Hazzard car when I get it. Yeah, I did talk to the guy about the General Lee. See, I already put Nala Baby to sleep, showing them this. There's no trains running, so they already passed out. eBay. I got a hold of a guy that got on my live the other day, and he's gonna send me one out, an older one that he has, and I'm gonna get that from him. There's my scrapyard. Yeah, he's gonna send it to me. I'm getting a hold of him on Monday, I think, is what I told him. That's my ore train. I made all those ore loads. All those ore cars are just cars that I've picked up at different little swap meets, and I just threw them together for a train. I kind of enjoy doing that too. Just finding different roads and running them together. So there's my Deadpool selling chimichangas, and all the people that are at the depot here. I think that General Lee was a old Matchbox or a Hot Wheels, whatever they were. But I'm getting all 3 of them from him. I'm getting the Boss Hog, the cop car, and the General Lee. I collect these little VWs. I like them. They're cool. There's a bunch of guys working at the depot there. There's a lot of little stuff. The dinosaurs are courtesy of my granddaughters. Yeah, thanks. The layout's a lot of work. There's Bigfoot right there. This is the town. And then there's my ex-wife. She's like Motel 6. She'll leave the light on for you. It's not very nice to say, but I'm sorry. I take that back. But yeah, that's my ex-wife's house right there. with the dinosaur leaving the back window there. So a lot of memories there, but whatever. She burned out the red light. I got to put a new red light in that little house. So there's the other party bus. And then there's the beach, Clayton Beach. And that's another one that I'm working on. I'm actually going to add another layer of acrylic water to it, because it shrinks a little after so much time. So I'm going to clean it off, and I'm going to add more water to it and get it up to the edge of that wood right there. So that's how much more of that acrylic I got to add in there. But I'm going to work on that here soon. You miss your layout, build another one. This one's kind of crazy because I got so many little vehicles. A lot of them little tractors right there, and that stuff was from me when I was a kid. My kids when they were kids. And that's why I have a lot of that John Deere stuff. The Tornado, the meat packing plant, that came from Benny Johnson. You get a chance, check out Benny Johnson. He does model cars and model railroad. So check him out. He needs about 100 followers to go live. Then he can show you guys what he's got. He's got a huge layout in his basement. So as I turn it on here, let's see here. Here we go. You see the lights are coming on. There's the Dollar General. It's really bright. So if you buy that building from Menards, those are the LED lights that are on it. And there's like 32 LED lights on that building. This is Benny Johnson right here. See, he's working on his models, or on Google Duo. That's him right there. He's hiding. I don't know why he's hiding, but there he is. So I'm going to go over here to the other side here. Yeah, I'm going to tell him where you live, exactly where you live, man. I'm going to have to grab the trains I'm going to sell. What I'll do is I'll go through them, and I'll make a TikTok, or I'll post them. Let me set this here for a second, and let me grab the other iPad. I got to get the Wi-Fi started. I'm back here. I can't see all of your messages yet, but I'll look at it here in a second. Let me get this thing going. Takes me a second to get connected. But once I get connected, we're good. All right, now I'm gonna get this going here. Takes a second for these Wi-Fi throttle to get it going, but once I get it going, it works out pretty good. Add, reverse, and so this is the Wi-Fi throttle. I think Nala Baby and them run it. Benny Johnson 13 is what you want to look up. He's got model cars, model trains. Very good modeler. What's that? Oh, they're asking your TikTok. Benny Johnson 13. Well, there go the new TTX boxcars. And then the next train, it's probably going to stop, because that's the one thing about this. When you start setting up another engine on the throttle, for some reason it stops the other train, and I don't know why. So we're going to run an MKT, and then I'll start this up again. Here we go. And hopefully we stay where we don't derail. And Benny Johnson 13, thank you for the roses. Appreciate it. Benny Johnson 13. There's the trains running side by side over there. There's an MKT right ahead. We're going to be coming up through the tunnel. He'll be coming right there through that small tunnel and up the mountainside. It wouldn't take too long to disassemble, because every table, I cut the rail right at the end of the table and it comes apart. So everything's built where I can take it apart. Hope I don't have to move. There's the MKT. It's gonna be coming across that bridge with the ore cars and going around the mountain there. And it's gonna go, sorry I'm moving so much. And here's the KCS, and then see if I can find it here, right there. MKT. Yeah, I get lost in this layout too. There's the ore cars coming off the bridge. As you can tell, my track's not straight. I build track, but it works out. You can see how that bridge there is not the straightest, but it works. So that's what I'm running today. The MKT. I believe it's a GP39. And then the Ace 70s are the Union Pacific. I'm running what Pete, if you guys watch Pete, he named his Powered by the People the Big Chalupa, because Chalupa gave him the engine, so he calls it the Big Chalupa. So, no, there's no track that's straight anywhere, man. Even the track that I work on every day. The best shot that I have that I really like is right here. See if I can get there quick. Christine, there she is. Coming out of that tunnel. It's kind of cool. All the rail boxes, different eras. Those last three there are the Walthers. Hello, Detroit. How's it going? Christine, and that little blue Chevy's the truck from Dallas, the old show Dallas. It's the one J.R. Ewing used to drive when I was a kid. That MKT, I think it's coming around. I think it's coming up the mountain there. Or maybe not. I don't know where it went. There it is. Hello, Brazil. Love to see people from different countries on here. It's awesome. It's awesome that we can connect from so far away. County Suites. So, yeah, the trains that I'm going to sell, like I said, there's some cabooses, rolling stock box cars. Thank you. Hello, Pennsylvania. Yeah, the VWs are all over the place. Steam trains put away in the display case. It's all 110, and I'm running this Wi-Fi tracks. That's what Nala Baby is running now. They're running Wi-Fi tracks. And I'm running Y-throttle. Denmark. I have some Netherland, I think they're plywood cars, I think, or wood cars. I can't remember what they are exactly. They're like a all door. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Awesome. A Camaro at the County Suites. Let's see. I think there's a Charger. And then there's a Mustang. Charger. There's a Roadrunner, a Corvette. Yeah, that's what's there. As far as Camaros, I gotta look around the layout to find Camaros. I got the Smokey and the Bandit and Joe Dirt TAs right there. And the Camaro, I don't know, I'd have to look around for a Camaro. I can't even remember if I have one out here. There's a 164th Batman. That's why it's hidden so far back there, because it's a 164th. Let's look around here, see if we... There's a couple old Corvettes. There's a Nomad. Thank you, Nala Baby. You're playing with trains. That's awesome. You should do a live there, Chance. Show us your trains. We always want to see everybody's trains. There's the old Chevy truck from Independence Day. And then that pink car, kind of pinkish car, is from Dazed and Confused, I believe. And then the Charlie's Angels are at the dollar store there with SpongeBob. And we just derailed right there on top, so. Let me go in here. I'm going to set you guys down for a second. And I'll have to set you there for a second. I'll be right back. not quite sure what happened right there, but now that I'm on the inside of the layout, I'll take you guys and take you to the inside of the layout. Oh, I don't think you'd be able to walk this layout like in 20 minutes if you were a scale of the scale size 1/87th. It'd take you a couple days. So here's a guy standing on the bridge there. So some of this stuff I don't show very often. You might have saw a 67 Cougar that's yellow somewhere. That guy's running from that train for his life, and I think he's headed to that little blue room right there, but I'm not sure. And here's the diamond art with the trailer park. There's the livestock yard. All these little piggies are going to become pork chops. And the pulp yard is here. I picked up that little crane right there. It actually runs on the rail. I got it for like $5 at a show. And then that caboose is on fire. It's a project I've been working on that hobo's trying to get away from it since he lit it up. It was by the Batman car, huh? Let me look here. I don't know. There's the Batman car. There's a Vega back there. There's a Vega, and then there's a murderer right there. See, that's the Jason Friday the 13th cop car, and then the lady with the machete, she's right there. See that right there with the machete? They're trying to get control of her before she goes into Arby's and chops up all the meat. To the right of... Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to get over there in a minute and see what you're looking at. So we'll go back here to the coal mine. Still got to paint this. So that's what that little layout will look like when I'm done. When it dries, it'll look like that, paper mache, and then I'll paint it. So here's the MKT. And for some reason, we keep losing power. I haven't had that happen in a while. Losing power right here on the hill. Might be a dirty track. Since I'm here, fisherman, canoe, a guy on a rock yelling at a bear, and then there's a guy running right there. And there's a little raft. This is the ranch. Yeah, you can come and run trains. I've had people come run trains. There's the farmer trying to save his cow. You can get these at Menards, these UFOs. Nala, baby, that's what you guys need. You need that UFO. I'm in Denver, Colorado. So there's a nice shot. Let me see if I can get it here. There we go. All these cars here are Matchbox. The little blue room's going on little white trucks. We got a taco truck right here. That's Matchbox. I got these guys loading up these semis. I got another Tesla truck here. They're all Matchbox. That's Matchbox. Those are kind of cool. The little trash cans are almost HO. They work for me. Sounds like the turbo's working hard on that MKT. All N scale, huh? Well, they probably are a little bigger than 187th there, Skippy, but if I can buy Matchbox and put them out here just for the hell of it and just for depth and keep from spending $20, $25 on an HO car, I'm gonna do it because then I can buy more trains. Now there's, you know, Matchbox. So I'll show you something. That's 164th. This truck, that pickup, 164th. That Johnny Lightning, that little truck right there, is a lot smaller than 164th, but it's not quite 187th. So if you look at it, they still work. And the other thing is 164th builds some pretty cool trucks, so I use them. See if he does it again. Yep, he did it again. Might have to clean that track. So I gotta find, sometimes I keep an eraser right here. Keep an eraser here, and sorry I'm having to hold you guys here and do this. I just figure, well, I'm already here. We'll try that and see what happens. Thank you, Skippy. Thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, and like these aren't all 187th. Some of them are 187th for the coal mine. Like that one is 187th. That one, because that 187th is for the coal. I don't know how the hell they measure that, but some of those are and some aren't. But, I mean, coal mines, usually everything's bigger in a coal mine, right? Like, those trucks are close, so I use them. Gotta have that on the layout, because when I was a kid, I remember that truck as a kid. Yeah. Yeah. Now these are 187th HO, these pickups, these Union Pacific, and the cat crawler and the loader, those are 187th, but that's Matchbox, that truck, and it works. So, yeah, that turbo's working really hard on that MKT. I might have to just swap that engine out when it gets back around. Here's my logging cars. There's a guy fishing here. There's one there. You know what? I forgot that one was there too with him. He's hiding behind the viaduct. See, I even find stuff that I forgot I put in here. So, that tells you anything. This little kid, little Kenny's been trying to buy ice cream for 4 years. And those guys have been stealing ties for 4 years, as long as I've known Benny Johnson. But yeah, it's just fun. This hobby is a blast. Let's see if this train's gonna make it. If this train dies out on me again right there on that hill, I'm gonna swap that engine out. Maybe we'll put a Sioux engine or a Milwaukee. Look at that. That's all it was. Maintenance. Clean the track. Over 80, huh? For this little thing? For that? I got a heck of a steal if that was the case. I even got that one right there on top, that little coal bucket right there. That came from a friend in Wisconsin. The name of the town is Annie, Colorado, Annieville, Colorado. My wife's name is Annie. She definitely gives a lot to this layout, and we have the name as Annieville, Colorado. There's an old ghost town building. I might turn that little piece into Dodge City one of these days right there. Them ghost town buildings. Volvo 26. You know, I paid for these case. So that case loader back there, you see that case loader that's a little bit larger? That is 157th or 154th. I don't know, whatever O-scale is. Those are O-scale, but with it being a coal mine, I stuck them in there. They were 26 bucks. So, also Benny Johnson gave me the idea of the black weed barrier. That's what that is all the way around this layout. It's weed barrier. You know what's really cool is, I'm going to show you guys something. I don't normally do this either, but we're going here. We're going to go, see this table here? See this here? So it's going to get dark for a second. Just give me a second here. You're going to see the floor. You're going to see a seat. And when I get in here, Lord have mercy, I'm in the middle of the coal mine. I never crawl in here. So I'm in the middle of the coal mine right here, and you can crawl in here and you can sit right inside the middle of the coal mine. So I don't normally get in the middle of the coal mine, but here's the coal mine. That's the inside of it. See that? There's a pickup there with a camper. It's a very tight area here. But yeah, yard sales are good. See, that train made it. So I'll give you a good view of this train right here crossing this bridge. So I'm in the middle. We're gonna get dizzy. Yeah, the coal mine, I'm still working on it. There's a very bright light in this coal mine. See if I can show it to you. Where are you? Right there. See the bright light in the... Let me see if I can... There it is. There we go. We're in the middle of the coal mine. Here he comes. Here's a good view. Hey, there's a switch stand right there. I didn't even know I left there. So that switch stand eventually belongs right there. I just haven't done it. You know, I like doing these lives with you guys because now I'm finding stuff that I need to finish. There is a switch stand right here, see? And that's what these skewers are for, because my fat fingers, see? I need something to flip that up, then I can throw the switch, see? Then I got to use the skewer again because of my fat fingers to throw it. And there's the switch. So that's how that works. And this switch stand, now that I know is here, guys, I'm gonna have to install it right there one of these days. So thanks for making me crawl in here. Did you take a screenshot of that? That's funny. Union's calling a meeting. Yeah, what I need is a cameraman. So there's the two trains running side by side. Look at that. That MKT's falling behind. And the race is on, and here comes the MKT in the backstretch. Isn't there a song about that? UP's going into one tunnel. MKT's coming around, going in the tunnel, coming out the short tunnel. That's the first tunnel I ever built for this layout. Surprised I haven't hit a bear there yet. I don't mean to make you guys dizzy. Look at that. Somebody's working the hay business there. The hay field. There's deer. So this is kind of an area where it's got some pretty cool shots. And then I've got work to do on that mountain. I think Rascal Pico train, the cop car's right there. Yeah, there he is. He's gonna have a talk with that guy there that was playing on the bridge. And in that tree right there where that dude, I remember a year ago my granddaughter stuck a squirrel somewhere in a tree there. But I can't remember where. It's somewhere in there. So does everybody see that string hanging there, or is that just me? Did somebody try to do something there? Yeah, there's a string hanging there. I have to check that out. I didn't realize there's something hanging there, but it is. Oh, I think that dude was... That's why the cop's going to talk to him. We don't need none of that on this layout. I'm going to have to leave that there, though. We'll call that Hangman's Bridge. How's that sound? It is the rest in peace to swing on, I guess. I'd never noticed that till that car went by there. This bridge here is holding on by a limb. When I built this, I ran out of room, so it's just a floater. But it worked, so I left it alone. But yeah. Inside the coal mine of Big Boys Train Toys, here we are. The Rock Island. Hangman's Bridge, that's what we're gonna call it, Hangman's Bridge. Crime is definitely up. Maybe the mob's been hanging somebody there recently or letting them get hit by trains. I don't know what's going on. There's a bear. Holy crap. There's a bear. I forgot that was there too. I like the little areas where you can kind of see through the foam. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the string. Like I said, we'll just call it Hangman's Bridge. So now I'm gonna go another way here that I don't normally go. We're gonna go to the middle of something else. So we're underneath the layout here. I'm crawling. I don't normally crawl in here, but I'm gonna. Oh man. So now, whew, that's a lot of work, guys. You love the bears. The bears are cool. Now let's see. Somebody asked me about a car. Yellow car? That car? Is that what you were looking at earlier? Somebody had asked about that. Is it that one? Because there's nothing over here. There's an old station wagon there, and then a T-Bird and a Maverick, I think, sitting there. Let's give you a perspective of what I never do. So here's the backside. Here's the lake. We got palm trees. So this is part of California because my son-in-law is from Modesto, California. So he had a part in putting in the palm trees here in Olive Baby. So there you go. I got a little bit of California in here. Ford Ranchero with a boat. Everybody's enjoying the lake. You got canoers out there. Oh, look at that. Fort Lauderdale Police. Well, maybe it's part of Florida. That's 164th. I found that at Hobby Lobby and I had to have it. And this is one of my favorites right here. It might be a boxcar packed with illegals. You never know. That's a 164th. That bully dog, had to have that. It came with the trailer and the boat. But yeah, I don't normally show this part of the layout. There's people on the other side. There's a dock. And like I said, I got to add water and finish this one of these days. And I think I'll do that this year. There's deer. Might even be a bear over here. I'm not sure. When I first started doing this, I did a little waterfall right here. And painted it because I thought that's what I need to do. It turned out okay. Here's the interior of the town. Howard Johnson, the backside. There's people at the grocery store. This is stuff that you don't normally see because I don't normally come in here. The guy's working on the roof at the dog food factory. People going to church. Definitely a Catholic church. We're going on Saturday night so we can have fun afterwards. There's people sitting there at the Dairy Queen having a good time. And here's the concrete place, and there's guys working on that roof. I don't know, man. I'm not trusting these guys. I don't know if they're Al Qaeda or something. Look at that. That guy's got a little toolbox. That guy's got a little toolbox. I don't know. There's Menards building. But yeah, you don't normally get to see this backside of it. And yeah, there's some guy got his Jeep stuck right next to the tracks and looks like the signalman's there to help him. So, and here's the MKT. This is kind of a cool view right here coming through that bridge. Thank you for the likes. That's a pretty cool view right there. Yeah, I've got a lot of hours on this in this layout. Lots of hours, and I keep working on it and keep making it better. So, see, the back side of these buildings have lights in them. I don't know if you can kind of see inside there. There's a dim light. The back side of the John Deere and the... See here, when I first built this part, there's a little old man and little old lady. I always told my wife that was us sitting under that tree. relaxing by the house. And those are little details with the flowers and stuff that don't normally see. Yeah, we got a big snowfall, but it wasn't that big. Here in town, we only got 3 or 4 inches. It's already melted. Oh, look, there's a party going on the top. It's a good thing I came in here. Look at this. You guys are having a hell of a time up here on top of the county suites. So, if you see that ball of clay right there, my son, who just graduated last weekend, made that ball of clay when he was probably 5 years old. And all them little pieces that are down there, and I just put them there for some reason. I put it there and kept that little ball of clay as a reminder of my son now is 18 years old. And then if you look at this little mountain right there that's made of clay, he also made that, him and my other son that is now, my other son's 24, 25 years old, and my 18-year-old made that ball, that little mound of clay, and they put a bear there. There's the bear. And then there's fishermen standing down there fishing. So 2.5 inches of rain in Detroit. Well, we probably got, I think the mountains, they said they got like, I don't know, some places got 30 inches, some got 20 inches of snow, others got 12 inches of snow. It was crazy. So no, they don't need my approval. They can tell me if they want to add something and we'll do it. So, and all these trees, they're just different types of trees that I found and bought. Used trees, new trees. I got more palm trees to add in here, just haven't done it. There's a bird's eye view. And then, see, like this view, you wouldn't normally get this either. Kind of cool. It's DCC. So now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn here. Lord, it's hard to reach across this layout, especially right here. I kind of made this a little bit wide right here, but I don't have to do a whole hell of a lot here as far as changes. I think what I'll do is see if I can do this. I gotta crawl out of here, so I'm gonna set you there for a second. Still with me, Benny? All right, I'm back. Yep. Yeah, the snow in the mountains, I'm not done with that either. I gotta paint that blue sky at the very top or cut that all off. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. Yeah, it's in the basement. This layout's in the basement. And Benny Johnson, he's on the phone here with me. So if you guys get a chance, you check out Benny Johnson 13 because he's got a cool layout. I'm crawling out again. How many locomotives? About 190, close to 200. No, the plane just hangs there unless I hit it. See? It just hangs there. It's just hanging. It's on fishing wire. There's another one. There's another one over there on the other side. I don't know if anybody notices it. See it hanging there? And I actually got a plan for a helicopter over the top of the coal mine, and they actually will, the rotors will turn. Here's Benny Johnson. There he is at his finest right there. He's working on models. So well, my buddy Benny's got, well, how many locomotives you got, Benny? 300? 400? He knows a guy that has 5,000 locomotives. Is that 6,000 now? That's too many locomotives. I don't know what the hell you do with that. You think this town needs a new mayor, man? Why's that? I let them rob convenience stores. I mean, I let them do whatever they want over here because they're going to do it anyway. I mean, Deadpool sells chimichangas right there, and I'm not sure what kind of meat he uses, and I'm not going to ask him. You think there's a lot of corruption here? Well, I'm not related to the mob. I work for UP, and all this is all me, my wife. Yeah, me and my wife right here. So, and a lot of it's refurbished. I mean, you can find a lot of this stuff and buy it and refurbish it. 85 locos, 450 cars. It is a lot of time and money. But, can I sound a horn? Yeah. Let's see here. Let's go right here. And there's the other one. That's the MKT. Yeah, it's running off of an iPad. It's Y throttle. And then there's the Wi-Fi tracks you can put with your NCE Digitrax. They sell different ones for different controls, but this one's for NCE. It's Wi-Fi tracks. I think Nala Baby and them have one now. You set one of your cars on fire and burned it and put on the layout as stolen. That's cool. You know, I'll show you something that I got an idea for. So I was in North Platte, and there was an auto rack, and it was full of Teslas. And the ends were open just like that, and it had started fire, and it burned with all the Teslas in it, and it's still sitting in North Platte. And I took a picture of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put, let me show you what I'm going to put in there. You see these Teslas? That's a Tesla right there. See that Tesla? I'm going to put them in there, and I'm going to take a torch to them and kind of burn them, and then put them in there, because these things were $1. And I'm going to put them in that auto rack and leave it parked there with the burnt Teslas, just like I saw in North Platte. I think that'd be cool. Run a BNSF. Well, let me see what I got here. BNSF. Let's see here. Let me see what number that is. I think it's 5088. I gotta put those two in a consist, so let me see what happens here. Setup, enter. 12, enter. 7812, enter. Forward. What did I say that number was? 5088? 5088. I want to make sure that I put the right number in this consist. I'm going to run it off of my 5088, enter. It's backwards, reverse, enter. There we go. It's I don't know if I can get around these cars. We're gonna see. It's kind of a tight curve right here. And actually what I'm gonna do is, since I can do it, give me a second here. I'm kind of just shoving these out of the way here. I forgot I had that there. See, that's what happens when I start trying to do other stuff. But, so there, I cleared that corner. And I'm gonna oh man. Okay, going back here. I gotta make sure all these switches are lined. I think they're lined. So, that's lined. That's lined. Hopefully I don't derail in here. Sometimes it happens, and it is what it is. Gotta throw that switch. HO scale. Bryson, how's it going? So here we go. Throwing that switch right there. I'm gonna bring this one out behind this UP train. See how it runs together. It's coming out of the yard right there, full bore. Oh, and we derailed a caboose right there. Look at that, we lost a coupler and everything on it. So, we'll take that out of there, out of the mix, in pieces. And since we got BNSF, let's do, let's put a Santa Fe on there. And we'll call her good. Okay. And then we'll throw the switch. And we got 3 trains running. BNSF, MKT's on the inside. Yeah, that plane is gonna crash into town. I got Border Patrol in this town, but they're too busy in the yard checking containers. Well, I'm bringing that train around, that BN train, and then I'm probably gonna go to dinner. I hear my wife rambling around upstairs, so I've been on here for quite a while. There's the BN. That's the BN somebody wanted. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to have to call it good for tonight. And from the Annieville, Colorado, Annie Sub, appreciate all of you. Appreciate all the likes, the shares, the roses. Appreciate every one of you. And check out Benny Johnson 13 if you get a chance. Please check him out. All right, guys. Thank you for stopping in. I will, Jason. I'll put a TikTok on for the shows that I'll put a TikTok on for the train cars that I'm selling. I will do that. A lot of them are mixed in here. There's going to be a lot of rolling stock, 40-foot box cars. They're mixed in, so I'll get a TikTok going. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have a good night.